day. So welcome to the eBay Open 2023 sneak peek. I'm Rebecca Michaels, Director of Seller Community and Engagement, and I hope everyone here had an amazing summer and you're having a great start to your fall. I guess technically it's not quite fall, but I think it's fall because the kids have gone back to school. We're so excited that you've joined us here today. A very warm welcome, especially to any new sellers who are looking forward to your very first eBay Open later this month, and welcome to our community of sellers. And now I'm going to introduce, with a very warm welcome, my co-presenter and my boss, Adam Ireland, who is Vice President and General Manager for the US market.
Thanks, Rebecca. Great to see everyone today.
Here he comes.
And I love you. You're already bringing up the fall stuff. I feel like with the orange background behind you.
Well, Adam will be joining us. And there he is. Hi, Adam. Thanks for making it.
No problem. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. I'll maybe get a thumbs up from someone to tell me that the technically we're working. Good. Sorry, folks. Yeah, great to be here. Thank you, Rebecca. I love that you're already getting in the full mood with the orange background as well there behind you. It's definitely getting in the mood for it. So I'm super excited that we've got Open 2023 coming up. I think this will be my second sort of Open where I've got officially a role in front of the camera, but obviously 12 years here at eBay now, I've been behind the scenes for a number of these as well. But welcome, sellers. For those of you that are new, welcome to being part of this community. And for those of you that have been with us before, great to have you back. For the sneak peek today, we really did want to sort of kick things off ahead of Open and had a really few goals for that. Some of that's very tactical. We just want to make sure that everyone understands how this hop-in platform works. Want to make sure that everyone can get the most out of Open, and so there isn't any sort of technical issues that get in the way. And then secondly, we wanted to sort of give you a little bit of a pointer of, depending on what your goals are for the event, here's how you might want to spend a little bit of your time. So we'll get into the agenda a little bit. Rebecca and I will share a few of our recommendations on things that we're really looking forward to, as well as those things that, depending on those goals that you have, you will be most appropriate for you to be able to join and to spend your time. And then, of course, it wouldn't be one of these events without getting into a little bit of swag as well. So at the end, we'll also give you some tips on how to be scoring some eBay swag through the whole eBay Open process.
Yeah, so stick with us. Okay, a little bit of housekeeping to start us off, Adam. For today's event, we are here in Hopin, which is the same platform that eBay Open will be on. And I'm going to give you a tour. Well, Adam and I together are going to give you a tour. But for now, please use the chat. You're already great at doing that. And then if you have like specific questions, there's a Q&A function on the right-hand side. We do have a few staff on hand to answer questions about eBay Open specifically. But if you have questions about selling or your account, or you need a little help, you want to know things about our business strategy, all of that, bring those to Open, save them, bring them to eBay Open in a couple of weeks. If you do ask a question today in the Q&A tab, you'll find the response there. And then, of course, we want this event to be accessible. So if you would like to turn on captions, I don't know about you, Adam, I actually watch all my TV with captions nowadays. You can turn those captions on by simply clicking that CC button that you've seen down at the bottom of your screen. And that'll open a new frame where the captions will appear. So Adam, let's get into the content all about Open.
Perfect. Thanks, Rebecca. And I'm glad that it's not only me that does that when they're watching TV with the closed captions. I actually read an article that is legitimately a thing now, and there's entire technical reasons around the way that they record sound, but we can take that some other time. So getting into the event for today, enough of my distractions. We'll kick off this just a little bit about, how to plan your schedule, how to spend your time at the event, but also want to make sure you're also getting the opportunity to find out about how to make the most of the networking opportunities as well. But it's not just going to be me and Rebecca today. We're actually going to bring in some of our eBay Open sellers and veterans of these events to help talk about their recommendations to get the most out of the eBay Open 2023 as well. So super excited that we're going to have Dexter Bowling of Showbiz. He attended his first eBay Open last year and is going to be talking about top tips for new attendees. We're then going to have Sarah R. of Sarah Styles, who presented at eBay Open last year. She's going to be giving some sort of veteran advice on what sessions she'll be checking out, and really how you might want to, which ones you might want to focus on to really sort of think about setting your business up for success. And then those of you that are a bit more focused on networking, we're going to have longtime eBay community member Kathy Terrell of I Love to Be Selling, talking about connecting with each other and how best to do that at the event. You'll have the chance to ask them a whole bunch of questions about their eBay Open experiences at the end of their sessions. So I would encourage you all to join one of those breakouts after the main session's done. To join those, you're going to click on the session tab and choose the breakout that you wish to join.
All right, so we're going to go on a tour of the platform here. We are here again on Hopin, but for the eBay Open event, it's going to look a little bit different to how it looks today. So take a look at the screenshots and I'll call out some of the key functionality there. One of the things that I should actually start off with is I definitely recommend navigating the event on a desktop computer or your laptop. You can do mobile, but desktop gives you all of the features available. So now once you log on to the event at Open in a couple of weeks, the reception area is your like home base where you can find your daily schedule, information about the speakers, information about swag, which we again know everybody loves. And then as you browse the schedule and you see sessions that you want to attend and you want to make sure that you remember to come to them, you click on the Add My Agenda icon, which is outlined in the box here, and that'll mark the sessions that you'd like to attend. So it's like compiling a list for yourself. It'll be saved to your agenda in the toolbar on the right side of your screen. So you can go up there and be like, oh yeah, what did I want to do at 2:30 or whatever the time is. Also from that toolbar, you're able to edit your profile. You can do any notifications, like if someone DMs you, read messages, get announcements. It's a really handy little area of the screen. Now, when you go into a keynote, a training session, or networking sessions, you'll see that there's the chat and the Q&A with people who are in your session. And then when you're ready to start exploring the event, you'll do so through the toolbar on the left-hand side of your screen, which is all outlined in red here. The event stage is where keynote presentations will be streamed. So when it's time for a keynote to begin, return back to the main stage by clicking on that icon.
And we've definitely got some great keynotes this year. I had the pleasure of seeing some of my colleagues preparing their presentations. We've got things from product innovations, AI and the role that's going to be playing for eBay going forward, a deep dive on eBay buyers, and more insights into our overall strategy from our CEO, as well as Jordan Sweetnam, the leader of the markets organization here at eBay. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how those come to life. And Rebecca, am I right in saying that when you actually finish up with the keynote, you'll just need to be able to navigate back to the reception area and then click on the schedule to join the next session?
Yep, that's exactly right, Adam. So that the third icon down, again outlined here in the red box, takes you to each day's sessions. We are going to have a few running at the same time. So this year we've added a replay tab that's more towards the bottom. So you can go back and pretty much immediately watch anything that you might have missed. Now there's the people tab, and that's where you can see who's at the event and the location of the new networking feature that I'll discuss more later. Let's see, the fifth icon down takes you into the virtual expo hall where you can visit different booths with eBay experts and sponsors. So here today, in today's event, we only have one booth. But during eBay Open, we'll have a bunch of booths hosted by eBay teams and sponsors like Channel Advisor and List Perfectly. And you can just stop by there and answer your questions, and they'll be able to answer your questions live. And then for the fun, can't forget the fun, do the social tab. So you'll go in there, you'll snap your eBay Open selfie and hashtag eBay Open 2023.
I can't wait to see all the fun photos again. That was one of my favorite bits from last year.
I know, I loved that. And the little stickers and overlays, it's so fun. So now we know that was a bunch of information, like all these buttons, where to navigate and so forth. But the team is here to help. So please add any questions about how the actual platform works. Go ahead and put those in the Q&A tab. And then also I want to call out, if you have any technical issues on the platform, please click the arrow next to your picture or initials at the top right and select either help or chat support. And that will get you help from the Hopin team, the team that supports this platform, and they can answer any questions that you have if the platform goes a little wonky for you.
Thanks, Rebecca. Well, hopefully that's given everyone a good understanding of how the platform sort of works and way that you navigate around it. So maybe let's just switch gears a little bit now and get into more about what the actual content's going to be this year. Now, as we start planning the content each year, we always want to make sure we build on the good stuff from the prior year, but also make sure we're kind of listening to all of you to make sure we hear, what did you find most valuable in the prior years, and what are the things you're looking to really get from it in 2023. So we've got 16 of those keynotes that Rebecca mentioned earlier, including from our president and CEO, Jamie. We've got 13 training sessions from eBay experts. This is where you can find out about some of those really valuable tools like Terapeak. We've got 9 category sessions, which are not new, but I'm excited about the fact that we've actually added to these a seller interview. And then also the eBay experts are going to be coming on live at the end of these to have Q&A with you. So all of our presenters super excited to be able to engage with you. I'm sure you will, but please do make sure you're ready to go with your questions at the end of those sessions. And then we've got my favorite, which is the seller-led sessions. We've actually doubled these this year, up to 12 of those. And I really love these because you just get to showcase all of the breadth of the sellers' businesses and the knowledge that they really bring, the different business models they've got, the different passions they have. So always fabulous sessions. I'm really pleased that we've been able to increase the number of those this year. And then last but no mean least, we've got 33 live seller networking events. And they're going to let you meet, chat, learn from, create new friendships with all of your fellow sellers. And I see from the chat, I'm glancing over to the side to see my other screen where that's going on, that there's always a lot of good friendships in there already, because I see a lot of backwards and forwards in the chat today. And then 26 booths in the expo hall. Rebecca mentioned these, but they'll also have live Q&A throughout the week in all of those booths to answer all your questions.
Adam, there is a lot happening at once. And it's like amazing the amount of content and the amount of events and activity that are going to be happening. So now, sellers, we know that some of you are early in selling on eBay and some of you are pretty expert. So I also wanted to call out that for those training sessions, we've created tracks of a sort. We have beginner, advanced, and expert level training sessions, and each one of the sessions are tagged with whatever level they're at. So if you are looking to master the basics, then you're probably going to want to engage with those beginner sessions. Advanced sessions are for the people who are ready to go to the next level. And then the other thing, speaking of so much stuff going on at once, is that last year's feedback told us that you want replays right away, so that if you can't choose, it's hard to choose between 2 sessions, you don't have to wait like a week or so until we upload it to YouTube. Instead, we're reposting the sessions right after they're played. So you can look in that replay tab that I mentioned earlier and go back and watch something right away. And then, as I mentioned, everything is going to be uploaded into our eBay for Business YouTube channel. And that's about a week after the event. But if you've looked at the schedule and you're like not sure what's the most interesting, Kathy, Sarah, and Dexter again are going to have some advice on how to choose sessions and like mix and match to get the most out of your time at eBay Open. So attend those breakout sessions after Adam and I are done. So that's a lot about, the what and the how, but Adam, do you know anything about the sellers that are coming to eBay Open? I bet we know a little bit something about who's going to actually be attending.
I feel like that might be a little bit of a loaded question, Rebecca, but we do. And at the end of the day, we know eBay Open is as much about all of you as it is about the announcements, the learning that we are able to share. And so super excited that we've got another amazing group of sellers that have registered this year. And actually, incredibly, for almost 70% of you, this is actually going to be your first eBay Open. So if that applies to you, welcome to the eBay community. And you definitely won't want to miss that session today from Dexter. So if you are a first-time attendee, well, that one will be super valuable for you. And then we've got sellers representing the full breadth of what you all sell on the platform. Not surprising, really. And I'm sure probably if we'd done a poll, you might have been able to guess this. But the number one category that's going to be represented this year is clothing, shoes, and accessories. Not sure that's really a surprise. We always know our fashion sellers love to show up in force. Then we've got collectibles and home and garden coming in strong just behind them as well.
So, oh, yes. So, we have a lot of category sessions during the event, and there's a really good matchup between the most of you who've registered and the category sessions that we have. But I did want to call out, like, if your category isn't represented during those 9 category sessions that Adam talked about earlier, I encourage people to take that time either to go visit the networking room or the booths, or go to a category session for something that you want to break into. Like if you sell health and beauty, maybe you want to expand into home goods. And then you'll go check out the home interior session from eBay expert Todd Elledge.
That's right. I'm definitely going to be trying to hit us up some of the clothing, shoes, and accessories one. That is my Achilles heel, being able to sell fashion items from around the home in a good way. And I know we always have great photo tips, and I still every year need more on those. That's definitely something my listings need some help with. Now, as well, during registration, we did ask kind of what your goals were for attending eBay Open. Know there's lots of different reasons and lots of different values that you all get out from these sessions. And so wanted to make sure we got an agenda that reflect that as well.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed reading all of the goals as people registered and letting them know why they're attending eBay Open. And some of the top 3 goals are growing my eBay business, turning hobby into a business, and networking. I love that last one. So Adam, you and I have seen every scrap of the content that we are going to be showing at eBay Open, like from the very first bullet points all the way through to the fully produced videos. So I think we have some recommendations for the sellers here today based on what those goals are. We have an idea of, what sessions they might want to hit and things to look out for. Now, if you're part of the 40% of sellers who said that they're looking to grow my eBay business, maybe you already have a thriving full-time business that you want to take, again, to the next level to really leapfrog forward. There's some good sessions for you. I would attend the training sessions that are tagged advanced. 2 examples here are ones about marketing tools and about promoted listings advanced. And then there's just a couple of our seller-led sessions I'm mentioning today, but there's definitely other ones that are great. The point of more... That's right, this pun. The point of more return, practical tips for sourcing high ROI inventory. A little bit of a tongue twister, but I think that pun is really funny. Anyway, there's great tips in there for changing how you currently structure your business for growth. And then the one on setting goals and developing a promotion strategy also can be really helpful if you are, again, that advanced seller who's really looking to accelerate. What are our next recommendations, Adam?
Well, the other big one, we've touched on this a couple of times already, but is visit that expo hall. We've got so many great booths in there. But if you're looking for some advice on some new tools or some new strategies for helping accelerate your business, you're going to find them in there. We've got the eBay ads team. They're going to be there helping you develop new strategies, refine your existing strategies for the upcoming holiday season. And then you're also going to have the Seller Hub team in there with a focus on marketing tools and stores, and really being able to follow up on those tools that they've got available to you, such as new things as well, like social sharing features, and how you can leverage those to make sure you're growing your business.
Or like newsletters. I think that newsletters are a really powerful tool that sellers can use. If you don't use a newsletter right now, stop by the Seller Hub booth and learn more about them. So now our last recommendation for sellers, again, looking to up-level their business this year, is to check out our category networking on day 1, directly after the category sessions. This is new this year and a huge benefit by having more conversations and connections within sellers of your same category. We have some really good ones, including vintage jewelry and plus size clothing sellers. So while we have the 9 category presentations, so many more networking ones. And I, every time that I talk to a seller who I sell a lot of shoes, I just learned something. And I see sellers talking to each other about their same category. It's a huge benefit. So I definitely recommend going to those. Now, next up, a bunch of you said that you wanted to network, that networking is a primary goal for you. We have a fun new thing. It's kind of like, I don't know, Adam, I guess we kind of decided it's like speed dating, sort of. So what you want to do is you want to fill out your profile with your interests, maybe what you sell, maybe a personal interest or hobby that you have. And then we have essentially speed networking, speed dating. So how it works is once you've filled in your interests, sellers who are in that section, you click on the tab to get there, you get automatically paired up and you get popped into a room to talk one-on-one for 5 minutes. If you do this, be ready with an opening question or thought. Maybe it's as easy as, what do you sell? Or what's your favorite sale ever? Like just something to get the conversation started. The idea is that you'll have a chance to meet other sellers with similar interests without having to just, kind of metaphorically walk up to them and be like, hi, I'm Rebecca. So I think it's going to be pretty fun. I want to try it out for sure. After the 5 minutes is up, you can leave or you can decide to stay and continue the conversation. And then, of course, none of this is required. It's just meant to be fun in a way that you can introduce yourself to other sellers who care about the same things that you do. And then the other thing that I want to mention is when you go to the expo hall, we're going to have a booth for the eBay community. And this is for one of my most favorite things that we have here at eBay, which is the seller meetings. Sometimes people call them meetups. And those are the by sellers for sellers in-person meetings. And the booth can tell you how to find one in your local area, or maybe you're interested in starting one. And for anyone in Canada, we actually have a special booth just for you too. So I would definitely encourage stopping in there and getting to know other sellers in your same area. And again, even in-person meetings in your area. Then the last thing is, we talk a lot about community. I really like the Camilla and Kang session here because it's community, but kind of with a little bit of a different twist on it. Camilla and Kang use eBay to help power their connection to the FIRE community, which I recently found out means financial independence, retire early. Can I have that? And they started selling on eBay to fulfill their goals in terms of the FIRE community. And so I think it's a really interesting session that talks about how eBay powers all sorts of different goals. And they're really nice folks as well. And then, of course, Adam, we can't forget that Jamie has a community session.
He does indeed. And I actually got the chance to meet Camilla and Kang earlier as well. And I also learned about FIRE and that whole movement. Rebecca, you're not allowed to retire early, though, yet. We need you continuing running the eBay Open for the foreseeable future.
Okay, the day after Open, I'll retire.
There you go, exactly. But no, Jamie and I are super excited to also get the chance to connect and talk about this. And we'll be actually wrapping up on day 3. Very much focused on the importance of community to all of us. Rebecca, you touched on this, but it's just magic. I love it whenever I see sellers getting together, the amount of connection that they make, both kind of on the personal level and also then supporting each other, growing their businesses. And we'll touch more on that in that session with Jamie on day 3. And then follow that up with more space for networking. And I'm sure there's going to be lots of you in there making plans to connect either virtually or even in person after eBay Open. So if this is a topic that you are passionate about, Kathy Terrell will be on once Rebecca and I are done to talk more about those opportunities for networking. And on that subject of in-person networking, the day before the kickoff of the virtual event, we are going to have, so on Tuesday, the 26th, we are going to have these seller-hosted kickoff parties across the United States. And these are going to be a great opportunity for folks to connect, network. There'll also be food available. There'll be eBay swag available. And as you can see from the map, lots and lots of locations dotted around the country. If you actually, I know we've got some of the hosts here today. So if you actually are hosting one of these seller kickoff parties, let people know in the chat. And then if you're interested in attending, you can actually use the link that we're going to drop into the chat as well to sign up for one of those events.
Yeah, Adam, I saw people in the chat asking if we at eBay are still supporting the local seller meetings, and yes, we are. So we sent a bunch of swag to the ones that you just mentioned on the screen, but we actually also continue to support the ones that happen year round. So definitely, if anyone's interested in being a part of that, please do. Now, the next goal that we heard from all of you is that lots of you are looking to turn a side hustle into a full-time business. So here is my recommendation for you is definitely go to Adi and Alicia and Heather's sessions, which will take you from part-time to full-time. There's going to be lots of tips, lots of ideas there. And then the other thing that I want to call out is, again, back in the expo hall is the growth advisor booth. Oh, our growth advisors are the most amazing folks here, Adam.
They really are. And for those of you that don't actually know what an eBay Growth Advisor does, they'll take a look at your account or your store and basically give you really specific feedback on what their areas of opportunity might be, and any new tools that you're not using that might give you some chances to improve and grow your business as well. I would say this is like a really underutilized tool and resource. It's very, very rare that a seller meets with a growth advisor doesn't come away with something that's been useful, something new that they've learned. So one of my absolute top tips would be to head to the growth advisor's booth, get that really unique opportunity to have someone look at your account who's truly is an expert in this.
Yeah, definitely. Please, everyone stop by there. It's amazing the depth of knowledge and the really actionable advice that growth advisors can provide. It's pretty cool. I guess the other booth that I really want to shout out is the shipping team. So there's going to be a shipping booth, and we know that shipping always brings new challenges, and it's one of those things that's maybe the most complex for people who are just starting out selling on eBay, is figuring out shipping and labels and all of that. And so I really recommend stop by the shipping booth, ask your questions, use the Q&A, and the experts will come on and answer them. And it's also a great place. We have a couple of hot topics around shipping right now. There's Ground Advantage and eBay International Shipping, and both of those are really a place where we see a lot of questions from sellers and wanting to understand the benefits and how it works. So stop by the shipping booth and learn more about both of those things. And so now I think we're flashing up, the networking sessions. So here is a shot of all of the networking sessions that are going to be happening during the event. So maybe take a screenshot now, and then you have it in your phone for later. Of course, the list will be available during the actual event as well.
That's right. And then I think the other thing that we've talked about a lot, obviously, is this expo hall with so many great booths in there. So here's the full list of booths that are in there. You'll see some of those ones that we've already referenced, eBay community team, eBay ads, seller hub team, eBay Canada, a few others in there that are also like really amazing. eBay for Charity do so much good work. And then the partner booths as well. So other third parties that actually have some really interesting third party tools can help you grow your business. So again, this will all be available to you, but if you want to take a snapshot, then please feel free to. And then again, as a reminder, there'll be Q&A support staff from these booths. So lots of opportunity to ask questions. I believe they'll be available from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific time each day. And so it's just like if you're at a real conference, in the person conference, you've got the opportunity to sort of wander up to any of these booths and ask a virtual question.
So I hope that all of this has helped everyone out there get a better sense of all the different ways that you can make the most out of eBay Open this year. Adam and I have given you our hints and our pointers, but now let's hear from some of the presenters, talk about what they are looking forward to at eBay Open.
Hi, my name is Mayumi, and I work for Mighty Pins and Collectibles.
My name is Alec Larson.
I'm Caroline Bowie.
My name's Aaron Ottensman.
My name is Alex Carrera.
I'm Liz at Colorado Reward.
My name is Lori Wong.
Hi, my name is Isaac. I'm with the Wire Zone.
My name is Ben Gross, Ready Set Resell.
My name is Sandra Gustad.
My name is Philip Jackson.
My name is Ashley.
I'm Tate Hoodenpile, owner of Hoodies Collectibles.
I'll be sitting down with Ron Javen and speaking with him about eBay Motors parts and accessories.
I'll be here speaking about how to manage your theft piles.
We will be speaking about how to take your side hustle of reselling into a full-time opportunity.
At eBay Open, I'll be presenting about promoting your listings and finding ways to grow your store.
I am doing a category breakout session with GM of Sneakers, Gary Thaniel, and eBay seller, Glenn the Hustler Hacks.
I will be speaking with Mayank about collectibles.
We'll be having a conversation with Stuart about eBay International Shipping.
At eBay Open, I'll be speaking with fellow sellers and talking about the merits of social media and how to grow your business.
What I'm looking forward to most at eBay Open is meeting other sellers and really getting a chance to see how they do their business.
I go for the updates that eBay is rolling out, any kind of new information that they have.
I attend eBay Open to meet other sellers, gain an idea of what they're doing on the eBay platform,
What I look forward to most at every eBay Open is just the seller stories. There hasn't been a year where I'm not extremely touched by a seller story, and it really helps motivate me and inspire me to continue growing my business on eBay.
I always learn something new that helps me grow my business and be a successful business owner.
Looking forward to meeting the community, building these relationships, and also seeing some familiar faces from past eBay Opens as well.
One of the most exciting parts about participating at eBay Open is getting to meet and network with my fellow sellers.
Learning, collaborating, and building friendships.
Getting to talk about eBay, getting to talk about some of the challenges that they face. It's just fun for us to be able to kind of nerd out about eBay stuff.
I'm looking forward to eBay Studios in Chicago on September 26th.
Hey everybody, I'm Anna.
I'm Ken.
I'm Lori. And remember that secret session we've been telling you about?
We are taking over the keynote finale.
And believe me, you don't want to miss this.
I can't wait to see you at eBay Open.
Join us at eBay Open.
We look forward to you all joining us at eBay Open.
Join me at eBay Open.
Catch me at eBay Open.
Join me at eBay Open.
So I hope to see you at eBay Open.
I hope you'll join me and other sellers at eBay Open this year.
That's just amazing. The team hadn't actually shown me that video yet, and I am just like buzzing watching that. Just again, reiterates kind of like what I always say, which is just that it's the magic that all of you as the sellers bring to these events that make them so special. So there'll be lots of us internal eBay people that are there, but you'll also get to see from so many of the sellers that you just got flashed up on the screen, and a little bit of what they're looking to get out of eBay Open and what they're going to be sharing through a number of these events. So super exciting stuff. Now, where are we? So that was amazing. Now, obviously, we've been sharing a whole bunch of stuff today. The schedule is actually now live and available. So if you go to ebay.com/open, you will be able to see the full schedule. It's about halfway down the page if you want to start planning out which sessions you want to attend. Or if you'd like to create a customized schedule, we've actually developed a short little quiz for you to take, and we'll drop the link into that in the chat. Now, I promised this at the start. Obviously, the key is always the swag. I saw lots of call outs and excitement about that in the chat. And again, it's another one of those where the team always surprises me with the unique ways that they can bring the eBay brand onto more and more items. So we always know that this is part of the best bit of any of the big events. So actually, excitingly, for the first 2,000 people to fill out the post-event survey today, you're going to get some fun wearables to remember eBay Open with this year. You can really show off as well by showing up to the event with this swag on there. And I know eBay hats has been something that people have been calling out for, so delighted that we're actually going to be able to deliver on that one, as well as this eBay belt bag. But this is just the start of the conference swag, and there's actually going to be daily swag available as we go through eBay Open this year. So day one, we'll have a toolkit specifically for eBay sellers. It's got a measuring tape in there, a label remover, and a lint brush. So perfect for getting your inventory polished up. Day two, we all know how hauling packages to the post office can get a little bit heavy, a little bit difficult. So we've got an eBay IKEA-sized bag as well as a car tote. I do have the large black tote myself, very, very helpful. But I'm also loving the look of the other one. So we'll have to see if I can find a way to get hold of one of those. And then finally on day three, you're going to go out with style. We've got a celebratory pom-pom, a fun eBay scarf, and perhaps a few other mystery items as well. So I can't give away every surprise during the sneak peek, but just as a reminder, at the end of each day of the Open, we'll send out a survey to your email addresses, and the first 3,000 sellers to complete those surveys will be receiving those eBay swag items delivered to your doorstep. So hopefully that'll be fun.
I don't know if you've been watching the chat, Adam, but I think the swag is looking pretty popular. There's a lot of excitement about it. And, there was actually a lot of excitement all the way through everything that we've talked about today. So I'm really grateful for everyone who showed up today. I'm excited that you're excited. But at this point, you've probably heard enough from us. So we're going to turn it over to our breakout hosts. You can see the list on your screen now. And ultimately, on behalf of Adam and I, we cannot wait to see you all at eBay Open. We look forward to seeing some of you rocking your swag from today on social beforehand. Use the hashtag eBay Open 2023. And with that, thank you all so much for spending your time here today with us, for letting us natter on about everything that's going to happen at eBay Open to you, give you the tour, give you our hints and our ideas about the content that you may find most interesting. And any final thoughts, Adam?
No, just again, super excited to see you all in a few weeks. Please do, if you get your sneak peek swag ahead of time, as Rebecca says, get that posted on social. And enjoy the sessions with some of the sellers that are coming up now. And as always, thank you for selling on eBay.